streaming now. Somebody let me know if the stream is up and running.
Yes, it is. I just got the notification.
Just got the notification. I will get that other video uploaded afterwards.
Boom, look at it.
So that'll be part whatever for today, and then part 2 is the live stream that's already recording now. The only difference between the open broadcast studio is recording means it has to be uploaded later on, versus live streaming is just kind of there. All right. So shots is fired needs to be is 0 at the start of the layout. All right. So if we run the layout now, I should see my goal breaking apart the piece. Press and hold to charge the cannon. Charge it to full power. And then launch and see if I can hit that big goal there. Oh, I got it. Just barely. So now, this is a 5-second wait. Now if I click and hold, I'm going to be charging already. But if I click and let go, the cannon's just gonna drop out. So what we're going to do is we're going to add another variable up at the top called game start. And I'm going to set game start with an initial value of 1. And after the end of all that waiting on the starter layout, looking at the spawn location, going back to the cannon location, I'm going to ask the system to set value. This is on start of layout. System, set value. And I'm going to do that game start. And we're going to set it to 0. And this one, touch, in touch, shot fired equals 0. Well, shot fired needs to be reset to 0 at the start. But game start is going to... I actually want to reverse these. I want this to be 0. Because it hasn't started. Now, game start has started. We're going to add a condition here. And it's going to be system, compare variable, and it's going to be game start is equal to 1. So that way, what that lets me do is that lets me click with like 4 seconds between when it'll actually register a click for starting the cannon. So now, take a look at this run layout. So we run the layout. It's going to show me my goal breaking the wall down. Press and hold to charge the cannon. I'm going to press and hold, charge it full. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to aim for it to hit the goal to restart the layout. Oh, I hit it just barely. 5 seconds later, this thing should fall. Now I should be able to click. Oh, didn't work. It launched right away. Let's take a look and see what mistake that we made. I know what I did. So, game start was set to 1, but on the start of the layout, it needs to go back to 0 so that it doesn't register this touch. So I've got to copy this piece here and have it happen way back up here, back at 0. And that way it'll go through the 2-second wait at the spawn location, the 2-second wait before the cannon code disappears, and then you'll be able to click and launch. So let's try that one more time. Press and hold to charge the cannon. Cannon is charged. Shots away. Got it. 5-second wait. Here.
If you wait, it doesn't just drop it though.
Oh wait, is that?
It only just drops it if you
Mine just drops because that's 5.
Now.
Another condition for the one where it fires is that's just
Oh, on the end is fired. That's where it needs to be added, right? Yep. All right. So it's here. Control C and Control V. So there we go. I knew I had it last period. So here's the start. Tower falls. I have to wait to charge the cannon. Charging the cannon. Charging. Firing. Hit the goal pretty easy. Wait 5 seconds to let it kind of finish up the tumbles and stuff. Click. Hasn't launched. Ah, now it's charging, I think, but it wasn't updating the charge. I'm really going to lose this one. I'm not going to be able to hit it.
Wow.
Everything's came to rest. All right. That is tough. Well, that's one of the other things that we can do to compare in a situation like this. After a certain amount of time of the cannon's velocity being 0, we can have it say, you know, the game over, the you lose. All right. So, game start is equal to 1. Why wasn't it updating the... I think I clicked too soon. So I'm going to start this one more time. It's updating on the click because it knows that game start is set. Up. Got it. All right. So we got that part. 5 second wait. I should lower the 5 second wait. Click. Restart. Press and hold the cannon to charge power. My power text isn't updating now, even though it's there. Oh, you know why the power's not updating? I know why the power's not updating. Who else has got it?
Mr. Butt looked at it like.
Power's not updating because it's still at 1,000. So it's never getting to that scenario where it's less than the max. We have to reset the cannon power for the next shot. That's not a step that we got through because the restart shot wasn't working. So we have to add an action in here for the system. Set value, not add to, I made a mistake. Set value. Cannonball power is going to go back to 0 on start of layout. Yes, you may. I'm going to run the layout. Click. It goes at the top on start of layout. So now it's letting me update the cannon power. I'm going to shoot. Oh. I'm changing this game to make it easier. That's too much work. I'm just going to spawn this part right here, and I'm going to make this a little bit wider so it doesn't fall over.
Mr. Mine doesn't work at the beginning. I can't move around.
So there it is.
Or anything, but I can still shoot it.
All right, we'll check and see that in a second. I think I know what's going on. So now I've got that. I won a very easy game. I hit the broadside of a barn. I restart. I click. It shows me my goal again. Press and hold the cannon, and I can charge my cannon again. Oh, no. James, what's up? There's nothing that I can do to help you in that situation. Okay? Just let it save, and then we'll get back to it. All right. So now I want to change the way the game deals with this cannon hold message. If we take a look at, do we have a variable? We haven't added that variable yet. We need to add another new variable. And the new variable that we're going to add is goal box hit. It's going to be a tracker to figure out if we've hit the box or not. So clicking up on the top, I'm going to press V. Is goal box hit. That's a variable. Is goal box hit starts off at 0. I'm going to add an action to the system on start of layout to set that is goal box hit to 0 on the start of the layout so that we don't run into problems later on. And then if we're overlapping the goal, for me it's number 7, the cannon is overlapping the goal, cannonball. So if the cannonball is overlapping the goal, I'm going to add an action to the system to set value to is goal box hit now becomes 1. I think, AJ, do you have your volume on? Can you turn it off? Your volume's not on your PC. Can you turn it off?
Wow. Do you mind?
Thank you. I was ignoring it because it wasn't bothering me. Slowing me down, but that's a good thing. All right. So we just added this goal box hit. Now we need 2 events that figure out what happens when goal box hit is equal to 1 and what goal box hit is when it's equal to 0. Oh, and then I made a mistake. Goal box hit, we're going to start off at -1. Yeah, we're going to start off at -1, and when the layout restarts, we're also going to have it be -1. The reason being is because we're going to have it when you hit the goal, it becomes 1. The "you win" message is going to pop up on the screen. When you miss the goal and your object stops moving, clearly you're not going to hit it anymore. Then we're going to change it to 0, and then we want the "you lose" scenario to happen. Okay? Yes, sign out. So, underneath this, we're going to add an event. This is going to be system compare variable is goal box hit equal to 1. When goal box hit is equal to 1, we're going to set the text message to "you win." So it's text message, set text to "you win." We'll throw like a little smiley face on there. Will we see it though?
No.
Why not? Why won't we see that "you win"? There's 2 reasons.
Because it's in the other side of the cannon.
It's on the other side by the cannon, so let's move it to where the cannonball is, right? And then why else won't we see it?
Opacity.
Its opacity is 0. So here's our next action. Text message, set opacity back to 100. And now I'm going to play just like a little moving game. I'm going to figure out right here, 430 is where I want that to start at. And I'm going to change this to be over here to say "you win." Like right about here. It'll say "you win." So that's 430, and 1200 is the X value for that right there. So I'll put this back at 430 because I know 1200 is the other number that I want. On start of layout, I want to go and add an action to the text message, and I want it to be set X to 430. Your number might be a little bit different. Look and see what looks good at yours. Okay? I'm going to have that happen before we scroll to different things. So if it ever ends up where it's on the other side of the screen, it'll always move back at the beginning. Okay? When we win, I want to actually have it go to the X value of 1200. So set X 1200. All right. So now let's go and see what it actually looks like. So there's my goal. There's my press and hold to charge the cannon. Here's my cannon. Hitting it. Oh, you win. And that appears there. It's actually pretty good. All right, I'm going to wait and restart the game. Anybody see a problem coming?
No.
Nope. I thought it might say "you win" again instead of set it back. So it went back to the way that it was on start of game layout. It respawned to that. Now we need to make a scenario for you lose. So I'm going to copy this line 9 on mine. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to change it to goal hitbox is equal to 0. I'm going to set the message to "you lose" and make it a frowny face. Look at that. So sad. All right. But now we need to figure out when has the game reached a point where the cannonball can no longer hit the goal. Okay? So let's figure this out. When the cannonball can no longer hit the goal, that's when we want goal box to be 0. So, cannon is overlapping, goal hitbox equals 1. That happens. What about, do we have any cannon on destroyed? I'm going to go in here and find this. Can you find this one here? Cannonball is overlapping, cannonball destroyed. We're going to do that too. But what happens if our velocity gets it beyond the boundaries of the page and it just keeps on going forever and ever? Sign up. We are going to get there. Right now, I want to find a scenario when if somebody's a jerk and tries to break our game and launches the cannon backwards. Okay? I know, we have everything destroyed back there. Now let's add our... It does get destroyed when we win. So that's why we're going to see... Now, remember I said if this little cannonball here piece falls over here, it breaks? We're going to change this, and we're going to try cannonball is overlapping, destroy, and we're going to add another condition here. The other condition is going to be... No, I don't want to do that. That's not going to work. Trying to think. Well, let's because we also need undestroyed. The first one's going to get destroyed almost instantly, so game start isn't going to be 1 yet, and shot fired isn't going to be 1 yet. What? Go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to add an action. We're going to add 2 conditions on here. So we're going to ask the system to compare variable. And we're going to say is fired is equal to 1. And we're going to compare another variable. That's going to be game start is equal to 1. So cannonball is overlapping destroy when both those things are there. That's just helping us out at the beginning. And then we're going to add an event here to the cannonball and compare velocity is what we're looking for. Which velocity? We'll say our overall velocity is equal to 0. So overall velocity is equal to 0. I haven't hit the goal. That means that our cannonball has come to rest, and I'm not going to hit it. Okay? That means that we lose. So I'm going to say, on this condition, we're going to set is goal box hit to 0. So add action on here. System set value is goal box hit to 0. I'm going to go back to my game layout. I'm going to make this goal tiny again so I can easily miss it with no velocity. And I'm going to intentionally like undershoot this. So let's see. It shows us the goal. Shows me the cannon. Nothing's failing yet. I'm going to intentionally miss. So now it's going to compare the velocity. Nothing's happening. The you lose is on the other side of the screen. And I don't know if we had a restart layout on the you lose condition. So, let's go back to the game sheet. And instead of going to 1200, let's go to cannonball.x. Just to see, and I'm gonna misfire again to see if that you lose shows up. So this sets goal hitbox equal to 0 when the overall velocity goes down to 0. Opacity will come back, so hopefully this will come up as a you lose. But you're right. What about this makes the is alive go back to the restart layout? I need another action on here. System set value of is alive needs to become 0 on this condition as well. So now I'm going to, again, misfire. There's my goal. Here's my cannon. Misfire. Restart. Let's see. That restarted too quickly. What did we mess up on? Oh, cannonball overall physics velocity is equal to 0. Is it counting the one that's getting destroyed as 0? Let's try this and not that and that.
So I don't know what I did, but for some reason, it's fault. I don't even know how to describe it.
Hold on. I'm just checking out one thing, and then I'm going to let you go. There's the you lose, so it's there. Yeah, I got myself in a you lose loop. I'm going to stop here for the live stream. We got like 4 minutes left. So add in a little synopsis of what we've got done today.